Leadership, Episode 1. Now that you've signed up with Reformer, what's next? The way you can take your portfolio to the next level is to become a team leader. What's a team leader? A team leader is someone who invites others to join Reformer, helps them with the installation, shows them how to add money to their account, and answers any questions they may have. They also have the responsibility to solve any problems that may come up for themselves and their team members. This includes dealing with exchange issues, digital currency issues, as well as telling them about things involving tax law. What sort of reward do you get if you become a team leader? Being a team leader with Reformer has several benefits. Firstly, you get to share the wonderful amounts of money you are making with those that you're closest to, but, most importantly, you get a share of the profit of each of your team members. Depending on your VIP level and how far down your teammates are, you can make a good amount of both static or guaranteed income in addition to dynamic or adaptable income. Let's say that you're a successful VIP 3 and you invite your Uncle John to join. Uncle John is a direct invite of yours, which makes him a user level 1. Uncle John decides that he saw your success and he wants a piece of it, so he deposits $10,000 into Reformer at 120 days. That means that you're going to get 10% of that $10,000 directly into your account. That $1,000 will, in real time, be deposited directly into your account. Now, every week, you get 8% of the money that Uncle John gets. At $10,000 invested, Uncle John gets $700 per week. 8% of $700 means that you'll get $56 for each week. Now, let's say that Uncle John sees how profitable being a team leader can be and he invites his buddy, Dave. Dave has really good disposable income and he decides to invest $100,000 into Reformer. Dave is your user level 2, since he is not a direct invite of yours. That means that you'll get $10,000 deposited right into your account in real time and you'll get 6% of this income per week. This scenario really starts to add up as you add more people to your team. You don't need to have a bunch of big spenders, like Dave, to get a decent paycheck per week. If you manage to get 10 people with $1,000 put into Reformer, that could mean an $800 paycheck for you weekly. How do I find team members? Use your natural skills to find the best way to approach the most amount of people. If you're a good salesperson, then put your feet to the street and seek out quality investors. This could mean making cards and going to places where people who have disposable income go to. Money making is addicting, and if you can find those that love to make money the most, then you'll be able to find excellent quality team members. Do you have a large family who has a little income or savings? Well, take advantage of tax season or court settlements. They'll have a pocket full of money and they will be searching for ways to make it last as long as they can. You can let them know that for just $1,000 invested, that they will have a free $100 bill in their pocket every 6 to 10 days for as long as they want it. Do you dress nice and like flashy things? Put that to use at the club. When people ask you for your secret to success, tell them all about Reformer. Are you shy but you know how to use social media? Make yourself a Reformer page on Facebook or Twitter. Throw a few dollars into advertisement. Sure, it will take a lot of work to convince strangers that Reformer is as awesome as it is, but it's incredibly doable. Others have found great success mining social media for those that want to make money. Beyond that, turn your friend group into your team. Let them know how successful you've been and how you've been able to meet your financial goals through Reformer. What are some things to remember? The key here in all of these is do not lie to anyone. Reformer is incredibly awesome. Some may even say, too good to be true, but it's very true. People have made their fortunes from Reformer even now, but your word is your bond. Learn Reformer and it's back and forth. Don't tell someone that they will get 1.5% per day. Tell them it's 1% to 1.4% as that's the truth. Your word is your bond. If you lie, you make us all look bad and you make our jobs just that much harder. Quick tips. Tip 1. Make sure that you keep the wallet addresses of your team members in a separate accessible place. Mail it to yourself if you have to. That way if you have to send them funds, you'll be able to do so in a moment's notice. Tip 2. Don't call cryptocurrency by its name. Call it digital currency. Not only will changing that habit help prepare you for the future of digital fiat, but it will help distance Reformer from the stigma of things like FTX and bad crypto schemes. Start training yourself to call it what it is and what it will be in the future, digital currency. Tip 3. Have all of your team members that you can join up in a chat. Preferably in a Telegram chat, as that allows your team the best access to the Reformer admin. Plus, it will also allow you to have great access to your team in case there's a random issue or if you're holding contests. In general, if you're one of my team leaders, I ask you to send your teammates to the Reformer Investment Group chat so that I can give your team all the tools they need to be successful in Reformer. Tip 4. Set boundaries with your team. Don't let them run you ragged. When you're asleep, turn off your messenger. Don't let anything, including Reformer, drive your very existence. The best way to do this is to set your status on Telegram to let them know what's going on. If you're AFK, set it to AFK. If you're asleep, set it to asleep. Tip 5. If you have a team member who asks to ask a question, make them aware that they can always ask a question. Let them know that the answer to, "Can I ask a question?" will always be, "Yes, ask away," so that you both can save time in between questions. This may seem like a small thing, but as your team grows you'll thank yourself for doing this. Tip 6. Always teach your team members to keep at least $5 in ETH and to convert their tether to more ETH when they get that low. It'll reduce the gas fees to move money by a factor of 5 or more. I know this may sound like common knowledge at this point in your career as a team leader, but the lesson here is don't assume that everyone has the same knowledge as you. Thank you, team leaders and future team leaders, for listening to the first of many videos on how to be a team leader for Reformer. Please let us know if you have any additional questions. We are here to help.